Hello, welcome, and thank you for joining me. Look, this is just a 20-minute video to kind of give you an idea of how becoming a travel agent and working remotely or from home is all about. And if it's for you, then we can move from there. So it is a 1099 position, commission base. You can do this full-time, part-time. You could do it as a side hustle, etc. And we teach you how to do all of that. A little bit about me is I was born and raised in New Zealand. In my early 20s, I moved to England for a couple of years and then moved back down under where I moved to Australia. I have a couple of sons in Australia and a beautiful little granddaughter who was born last year. So this is perfect for me. And I am living in Dallas in Texas. My husband is born and raised in Houston, Texas, and we have two daughters here as well. I joined this company back in August 2022. Best thing I could have ever done. It's changed my life. For the last 12 months, I think I traveled for like 4 months of, the 12 months. So this is perfect for me. When I started doing this, when I took on this opportunity back in, 2022, I was working full time. I definitely don't work full time doing that anymore. I am now, I'm committed to this. I love this. It's not really kind of work. But let's get started. So it is a career that can work for you. So you get to earn unlimited income. You can travel for less. Like I say, you can work from anywhere in the world as long as you can get that Wi-Fi connection and you get to enjoy the unmatched perks. We do get you certified, so don't worry about that. Now, some misconceptions about the travel industry. People think it costs money to hire a travel agent. That's actually not true. We get paid by the suppliers and the vendors, not the client, unless you are charging a service fee for some reason, but a lot of agents do not do that. Also, working with groups are really good. They pay you a good commission, but we work with anyone and everybody, whether it be a single person, backpacking through Vietnam or a family going off to a Caribbean, or a couple going on a cruise. Obviously, like I say, bigger the group, better the commission, but we do work with anyone and everybody. And you cannot always book the same trip as me. You might be able to get the same trip as me cost wise, but I might get a better package. I might be able to offer the clients a lot more. And why not use a travel agent? It doesn't cost you anything, you know? Now, the travel industry at a glance. So back in 2022, the travel industry was a $2 trillion industry. Now, granted, we were coming out of COVID, etc. 2023, it jumped up to a $9 trillion industry. And then last year, it hit $10.9 trillion, and it's looking like it's going to surpass that this year as well. But we work with all kinds of different groups and different people and what have you. So your leisure is your family, your couples, your single people, what have you. Business is corporate. So that's generally people that are going off for, business trips, work trips. We normally will book flights, hotels, rental car, maybe a conference room, etc. Now, sports is a large industry in the travel industry. So you've got, sports teams, clubs, schools, college. You've got people traveling to sports games, groups of people going to sports games. I work for a non-profit organization, or I don't work, I actually volunteer. I'm a regional coordinator here in Dallas, and we work the AT&T Stadium. So non-profit and sports comes together because the other night I was working at the Cowboys game. They were playing the Green Bay Packers, and the stadium was actually packed out, and there was even standing. So there was over 100,000 people at that game, and a lot of those people actually travel. So non-for-profit is also mission as well. And weddings can be anything from, honeymoons, bachelorette parties, bachelor parties, anniversaries, destination weddings. Again, that is a large part of, the travel industry. Now, as an agent, what we sell hotels, flights, car rentals. We can sell them separately or we can package them together. Cruises. Now, the cruise industry is huge. Like worldwide, it is huge, but it's also really big here in North America. Over 20 million people sailed out of North America last year. Okay. Over 20 million people in 2024. Worldwide, nearly 35 million people sailed on a boat last year alone. Okay. So that's 35 million people. And it's looking like it's going to be bigger this year. Okay, we sell resorts, so all inclusive, resorts, holiday packages, etc. We sell event tickets, which can be anything from your football tickets to your baseball. It could be concerts. It will be rodeo tickets. I volunteer at the Houston Rodeo every year. Um, the opera tickets, Kentucky Derby, that kind of thing. We also do tours and excursions, both on land and cruises, as well as theme parks. So Disneyland, Universal, Six Flags, that kind of thing. Okay, who are we? We're an award-winning travel agency that have been around for more than 70 years. Originally, the Archers, Cliff and Lola, started this company back in 52. Now, Cliff has passed on, but Lola is still with us today. Their son, Ron Archer, is now the CEO. Ron Archer is not your standard CEO kind of person. He is very laid back. He's very easygoing. He, very, very family orientated. We are and have won a number of awards. We also have never lost a relationship with a supplier either. Now, we are worldwide. So we're in like 29 countries worldwide, and we have offices here in America, Mexico, UK, Sydney, Australia, and we now have one in Spain as well. And Evolution Travel is the marketing side. So David McCovey founded that back nearly 10 years ago, actually. So it was back in 2026. No, sorry, 2016. Next year, 2026 is going to be our 10-year anniversary. So come January, it's been 10 years. So David McCovey and Ron Archer came together, and that's how they started, the work from home or work from anywhere in the world, as long as you can get that, that Wi-Fi. But I'll talk a little bit more about evolution in a few more minutes. Okay, so what does it look like when we get paid? So we, as the travel agent, booking agent, we get 80% of the commission. 10% of that goes to corporate, and I'll explain why, but 10% will go to your mentor. Your mentor is going to be the one that's going to guide you. They're going to show you how to do everything. They're going to guide you into showing you how to book. They'll be there to help you with your first, your second, your fifth, booking, what have you. Now, we as an agency, last year alone, we sold $500 million in travel. Okay, that was just our company alone. $500 million in travel, which makes us one of the top selling agencies or top grossing agencies here in the US. All right, what's it look like? So when you book travel, you get a commission, you get a confirmation number. When I book travel, I get a confirmation number and I get a commission. It really is that simple. We get paid twice a month. So we get paid on the 15th and on the last day of each month. So we get paid through a system called ADP, which I know a lot of people already know about. Now, what does a commission look like? So a commission is, say you're booking a 7-day cruise of an average of $3,000. You're going to earn 16% commission, which is going to be $480. So you'll get 80% of that, which works out to be about 375. That's on just one cruise cabin, just one. So imagine if you got two or 16. So if you were booking 16 cabins of an average of $3,000, the gross is going to be 76.80, but you as the booking agent, you're going to get $6,144. Not a bad payday. Like some people don't even earn that in 2 months, but you can earn that continuously if you decide to specialize in cruising. But when you book 16 cabins, you also get one for free. And there is 3 different things that you can do with that. You can either sell it back to them. You can also give it away. So say you're booking a wedding. Say you've got 20 couples going on a cruise because someone's getting married. So you've got 20. You're booking 20 cabins, but you can get that one and you can give that to the bride and groom as a honeymoon present or a wedding present, that kind of thing. The third thing that you can do is you can go on that yourself. And you can go as a tour guide, or you can just go and relax. And why not? Because you've just booked, 16 or 20 cabins or what have you. So that's really exciting that you can actually do that. Now, we work with a lot of suppliers, like a lot of suppliers. But we have a huge amount of them that are preferred suppliers. So what I mean by preferred suppliers is they pay us a better commission rate. So we work with Disney. We're actually one of Disney's top selling agencies. We work with Carnival, MSC, Royal, all of the ocean cruise lines. Most of them we actually work with. They are preferred suppliers and some river ones as well. We work with Funjet, we work with Sandals, we work with Marriott, we work with hotel chains, we work with like I say, hundreds of suppliers. Okay, we are here every step of the way. We will teach you how to do the booking, the marketing. We have systems and tools in place. So we ask that you follow them because that will make you successful. We have one-on-one coaching, we do small group coaching, we have a free exclusive training site, and we also have a Steps to Success program as well. All right, marketing your business. Now, we teach you how to do all of that. So, if you are coachable and you are motivated, there is no reason why you won't succeed. But we teach you how to market on social media. We teach you how to be found on Yelp and Google. We also teach you how to network within your own area. Now, that to me is super special because that's how I grew my business back in 2022. About 3 months into it, I started networking, and it was, yeah, that's when my business started to really grow. Now, what we don't do is we don't need to do cold calling, or we don't do cold calling. You don't have to spam family and friends. I book for my family and friends. They have no issues booking with me, but some people find that their families want their discounts, and we can't always pass our discounts on. And I'm not talking about your immediate family. I'm talking about, your cousins and uncles and aunties and that kind of thing. And we definitely do not spend any money on advertising. You don't need to. We don't recommend it, so you don't need to. Now, this is everybody's favorite part. I know it sure is mine. Okay, so we love booking for other people, but we do like to go tripping ourselves. Like in the last 12 months, I spent over 4 months traveling. So when we do our we do get a free cruise fare. Okay, so we do the trainings with Princess and we get a free cruise fare. You do have to pay fees and taxes, that's unavoidable. But to give you an example, I actually went on a Carnival cruise that I had one last year. I had to pay fees and taxes, including my gratuities. My husband, myself, we went on a 7-day cruise out of Galveston on the Big Jubilee. We paid $470 for the both of us, and we had a cocktail party, we got room credit, and we had some special little stuff when we got there. So $470 for a 7-day cruise for the both of us. So it was awesome. We do get free complimentary theme park tickets to Disneyland and Disney World. We normally get those once a year. You do have to do the trainings for that as well. But if you're a Disney fan, we get amazing perks with Disney. We get travel points and rewards, which will normally turn into free hotels. It could be gift cards and that kind of thing. Fam trips are familiarization trips. It's where we can go on trips to explore and experience, places, worldwide, or cruises and that kind of thing. And it's heavily discounted. Or the trip could be free and you just have to pay flights, that kind of thing. But they are really good. I really want to go to the one to Africa next year. It's about $1,200, I think. And that's everything included. And I really, really want to go. But that's the kind of sort of thing that is. And we get offered them, especially this time of the year, we get offered plenty of them. And we get travel agent discounts on just about everything. And we have a wholesale site, which gives us really good hotel rates as well. So this is just a little example of what we can get. So you can get the Miami Beach Surfside for a total of $722 on Expedia. We can get that same deal, the same amount of nights, the same dates at $381, saving $341. Then we have another one here, which is the Beacon in New York. Again, $3,374 on Expedia. We can get it for $2,415, saving $958. I'm just in the process of booking a trip to Thailand for a client, actually down under, and I'm saving them actually a couple of $1,000s by booking through our wholesale site, which is only for our company only. Okay, value of freedom. This is my favorite part. And so keeping money in your pocket. We all know that it costs money to travel to work. You makeup, ladies get hair done, nails done, guys might buy suits, that kind of thing. You eat meals outside of the home. You might be one of those people that like to buy Starbucks coffee on the way to work, etc. We all know that costs money. Working from home doesn't cost that much. Taking your time back. So for me, I had my first granddaughter born last year. My son rang me and he said, it's looking like they're going to do a C-section. Are you able to come home and help us? And I went, oh my gosh, absolutely. I got to spend the first 5 weeks with my little baby granddaughter. I got to bond with her, all that kind of thing. I went back down at Christmas time for a month. I went back down for her first birthday for 3 weeks. And in between that, I went on a couple of cruises and went here and there as well. So the value of the freedom, yes, it's taken me a few years, 2022 to 2025 to build that up, but I'm here and I get to really balance my work life and my enjoy my perks and benefits from working from home. So that kind of thing for me is amazing. You do get to work on your own schedule. So if you're working full time and you want to build this into something big, you can do it outside of your work hours and slowly build to there. Okay, there is 3 ways to get started. So your first way to get started is we have a new program, which is your Evo Basics. Okay, it's 49.99 on enrollment and 49.99 each month thereafter. You'll get 50% commission, 5% will go to your sponsor instead of that 10%. But you're going to get the wholesale booking engine, the wholesale site. You're going to get a personalized travel site, okay? It is programmed and maintained by the company, by Evolution. So that's where they come into it. But it's a website that would normally cost you hundreds of dollars, and you're only paying $50 a month for it. With the basics, you also get all your travel perks. You get your certifications that you can be able to sell travel. We have access to all of the vendors, the suppliers. You get all of your booking training, all of your marketing training, and you get that one-on-one mentor to guide you. And so that's the basics. Then we have our essentials, which is $89.99. So the difference between these two is your commission rate. So you will get that 80% commission, and then you'll get your sponsor or your mentor will get that 10% instead of that 5%. But you're still going to get everything else that you get in that basics. Now, the next one is our Evo bundle. Okay. The only difference with the first and the second to the third one is on enrollment, it's $299. But for that $299, you get $500 credit for cruises. You get $150 in hotel credits, $100 in flight credit, $250 in dining, but you also get a convention ticket to the value of $350. Now we have a convention once a year. Next year, it's in Hawaii. But you'll also go into the draw to win a trip to Hawaii to the value of $5,000. And that is drawn once a month on our founders call. Now, we also have a 10-day money back guarantee. So if you jump in and you decide it's not for you, you've got 10 days to jump out and you will get a full refund. But we have a 100% profit guarantee. Okay. So if you jump in that first year, say you have paid the $50 a month. $50 a month is a total of $600 per year. Now you're already getting a free cruise for that. You do the training, you're going on a free cruise. $600 is not a bad sign-up fee. But anyway, say you did come into the business and you only made $500 in commission, we're going to give you another $100 back because we want you to succeed. We want you to be, to feel comfortable coming into this and not lose any money. So we do have that 100%, profit guarantee. Okay, so there are no contracts. It is month to month. There are no KPIs. There are no quotas that you have to reach. It is either $49.99 a month, $89.99 a month, or you can get that third one where you're getting the bundle to begin with. But those are our three options. So if this is something that you think that you would love to do, just, connect with me, and we will go from there. You can send me a message. You can email, you can give me a call anytime. So I hope that we get to connect soon or reconnect soon. And yeah,